Upseasing ni here on a little bit of my language. Ni here we win, often confused with the word Cree. The proper word is ni here we win. So everybody say ni here we win.
Ni here we win.
And I don't want you to forget that. Because if you keep saying Cree, you're just still living within a colonial construct. It's a French word. So we're not in French territory, we're in Treaty 4 territory, where it's Dakota, Lakota, Nakota, Métis, Anishinaabe, and there could be other nations. Blackfoot used to be in this area. Blackfoot, the Gros-Ventres from the west here that were pushed over to the west. So, Neo Malakamigiskan Giskop Motio. Utio Sinia Treaty 6, Baktahosagai. Ego, kita tamskat na ga, kyo kinanas kom na. Me asna mo tageto chagati ko mo the BIPOC e sekati. Muy kontom ga apachita ni hiyon. Yego ma big skono tegi migo sit ni hiyo. Oye kai sekasut ni hiyo. Yego som exega speak squam. Magana nas kom ha go gota. Mackenzie Art Gallery. You speak. Taps kutsi iki seita gom kawita sumtuak. Kitswamno Canadians. Egomina immigrants, refugees. Tato yagot kapi wigit. So just a brief summary, just a brief statement I'll make about that. I come from north here in Treaty 6 territory, Sturgeon Lake First Nation. We call it Baktahosagai, net casting lake. And I live in Saskatoon, which is also still within Treaty 6. So I'm very thankful to be here and for the Mackenzie Art Gallery providing this space, but more importantly, the people of Treaty 4. This is their territory, their land, and settlers as well. But initially, we have to acknowledge, that it's treaty land, it's indigenous land. Even Dakota people have come here to live. So everybody who shared this land is part of treaty now. So I'll pass it over to my sister here, Rania, and we'll take it away from there. It's very organic, so it's quite flowing. So welcome to Tamskatno.
Thanks, Joseph. And we wanted to start with Joseph, and we wanted to start right. So that's our way. On behalf of OnCue Performance Hub, I would like to welcome everybody to our event, Making It Right. In the future, we walk with goodness. My name is Rania Al-Harthi, and I am going to be your host for today. I would like to acknowledge our funders, that's SAS Culture and City of Regina. Without their, the funding, we would not be able to do this today, so thank you for them. And like Joseph said, I would like to thank the Mackenzie Art Gallery for giving the space for us. Beautiful exhibition curated by Nicole Nugent, Provisional Structures, Carmen Papaya with VOVO, and Jess Sash. I would like to introduce our artists, so I would like to start with Joseph first. Our knowledge keeper and storyteller, Joseph Neitai Howe. Also have Skylar Anderson. Welcome, Skylar. And Aaron Okemaisim. Welcome, Aaron. Bungani Musa. Welcome, Bungani. And we have Aisha Mohsen. Welcome, Aisha. And last but not least, Mustafa Al-Absi. Hello, Mustafa. Welcome. So I want to continue, moving in the right way, Joseph, and I would like to offer tobacco. And I have a question. My question is, how can you lead us today to move in the right way and to welcome newcomer artists into this land and show us and teach us what you called when we met first, the codes of conduct. So that's my question.
I'll accept your tobacco. Often, my grandparents or elders, they'll think about the question before they accept it. And if they can't provide you with the answer, or they'll direct you to another elder who can best answer that particular question, or knowledge keeper. So thank you for this. I'm gladly accepting this. And this is, maybe it might look like a reenactment of the days when, treaties were signed. But what I wanted to do after we had our discussion here a few days ago was just to take you through a welcoming ceremony, the way that we talked about that we would do it, and I just kept getting these ideas and putting them together in our conversation. So it was a conversation between all of us here, the artists and the people from other lands. So what you see is very special. Kayas, a long time ago, that's what happened here on this land. So in the beginning, people just sat quietly and they did ceremony, they did prayer. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to just give this. I gave tobacco already to Skylar here, so I'm going to give this to Aaron, because they're from Treaty 4 here. So they're the land owners of this territory, so their ancestors have lived on this land. So we'll start with this, and we have some things that we've always done. We know what to do. So we always have what we call oskapios, young learners, apprentices, or what we term as oskapios, which means youthful. So these are the people that you would see perhaps today in universities. They're starting their training, but this is our university, indigenous way of doing things. And this will last you for the rest of your life, just as university training. So in doing this, we're not really trying to indoctrinate you as much as invite you to the way that we do things as we were taught by elders, old women, old men, a long time ago. And this is to set the tone and to set people, as one. So it's important to explain these things. A lot of elders didn't, because we knew what to do, right? So we didn't necessarily explain every detail. Okay, this is the next thing. It was very organic, and people knew what was going to happen, and that's the way we lived. So thank you, Skylar, for doing that. So we've got ribbons here. We're going to make ties, because when the exchange happened a long time ago, and still today, this happens. People bring their tobacco or their tobacco ties or cloth or colored sticks. A long time ago, they used to have sticks. They didn't have ribbons and material till the traders arrived. So we're presenting these gifts, but everything has to be smudged. And those little parcels, those little gift containers, you can take those, or you can include them with your tie you're going to make. It's a tobacco tie. And we'll begin, okay? So distribute the ribbons. We're going to do this together. Normally this would all be done beforehand because of this artistic way of being and doing things. We're just providing this for you to observe, to know, to learn through this. So, and these are my colors, my family, that's their colors. So what's going to happen, Rania, you cut 6 pieces, 1 meter length, and then pass those around to each one so they can measure that same length to cut theirs. Now we have 3 scissors, so we got to, if you don't have a scissors, we have to share. So, number 1 law is sharing.
Are you good with measurements?
We do want short ones and long ones, it has to be all quite even. So when you have all your ties, just split them in half, like they're in half, sort of like that. And that's where you tie them together on top. And pass these ones on, Skylar, this one's here too. So there's a tie, tobacco tie in here, so take the tie out and tie it onto that. And so we'll pass these ones, Aaron, just pass these ones, all these, to the ones that were being honored and being welcomed into this territory. So we're actually welcoming these, our friends here, our fellow artists, into Treaty 4 territory.
Welcome.
And as a knowledge keeper sitting here, it's not
Welcome.
unusual that I would be sitting in a lead position, because often Treaty 4 people will invite Treaty 6 people to sit in the place of lead, just to honor them as guests. So they would be the ceremonial person conducting the prayer, conducting this, this gathering. So that's what you're seeing. This is how it happens out there over and over and over again. So what we're doing is living treaty. We're living within treaty constantly. Every time we go into ceremony, we're living what the elders taught us to do, to honor the land, to honor the relationship we have with settlers, anyone who comes into our territory. Skylar will collect them, but tobacco tie has to go on there. So there's a tobacco tie that's in your little box, or little gift box, that Skylar did such a beautiful job, and I'm messing it up here. But there's an orange shirt in there too, a little beaded orange shirt. I thought that was a really nice addition in light of all the latest news. And yesterday, I think, was it yesterday, Orange Shirt Day? 2 days ago. Just a little note, one of the elders who talked about Orange Shirt Day, it actually pushed her buttons. Because when you think about children at residential school, we always wore the same clothing over and over and over again. It was washed throughout the year. We might have 3 or 4 changes of clothing. So when she saw all the orange shirts, it's kind of, but she still supported it, but she just pushed her button of memory of traumatic days, right? It still pushed her button. Okay, you can collect the ties. How come some people got longer ones? That's really interesting. Wow, that's cool. That's okay, that's what happens. Some people come with all kinds of different offerings or different, So, cool. Oh, it's all cool. And now we smudge these these will be smudged. Once again, blessed, as they say in English. Imiakasigat igohi, imiakasamago, ki se, keitakihtige, ikokakakismutti no gangamuno. So we're going to sing a welcome song. I'll sing a welcome song. Of course, normally you'd have all your singers, right? And Aaron will help me sing the flag song. So now give half of those. Maybe split them into 3. Like Rania can hold a couple, Aaron can hold a couple, because we're the lead here, and we're the. It should be just you and Skylar, but we're gonna. It's Rania's from Treaty 4. She's been living here for quite a while now, so she's recognized as a Treaty 4 citizen. We could stand up. We could. Okay. What a drum. Just smudged. So, Rania, maybe they'll introduce themselves and where they're from.
Right, so we're going to go in a circle, and each one maybe can tell us names, where you're from, and it was a very nice new piece of knowledge that we learned this week, 2 days ago, that what gift do you bring to the world? So what's your gift to the world? Okay, so we could start with Skylar.
Sure.
Okay, or Joseph.
Maybe Joseph.
Joseph, let's start with you.
Okay, I can just use this, right? So, so welcome to our territory. I mean, to my territory as well. I'm from Treaty 6, which is a little further north from here in Treaty 4. So I welcome all of you that are here, including our guests that come outside of the circle. They're still part of the circle. And in my mother's side, I'm a hereditary chief, one of them, on that side. But I come from a line of leaders, is what I'm saying. And often it's leaders that acknowledge, like when people came into these territories, chiefs would sit with chiefs, elders would sit with elders, that sort of thing. And they would have their discussions or visit. So by Prince Albert, that's where I live, what's it called Prince Albert, but in our language, that city is called Kstapinanik. It's like the place where you can stand or just sit and watch, and you can see far. So I told you, Sturgeon Lake is Baktahasageh, a net casting lake. And Nihil, I'm from the people called Nihil. Nihilwak, that's a group of people that I was born into, Nihil. And this is how we welcome you, and then we'll go from there. We'll go through the little rules of conduct of how to conduct yourself, just in a simple way through what the old people provided in this text here, Treaty Elders of Saskatchewan. So we're going to go into that after.
So I'm Skylar Anderson. I am also a Neheyo from Treaty 4 territory. All of my family is from here. And what was it, Rania? We have to mention.
What's your gift to the world?
Well, I think my mom always said since I was little that I was a storyteller. And so I think that's why I've been in theater, is acting to me is just telling a story. And anyone that knows me personally knows that I'll tell stories all day long about myself and about anything. So I think to me that would be my gift, and I know that's something that my sons also love of me is when I tell them stories, they'll ask me stories. And the favorite show that I did of their favorite show of mine that I've done is the holding on to what's golden, the story about my childhood. So I think if I had a gift, that would be it.
Hello, Tanse Yagasin, Aaron Okamason Nasigasun, Nipsigo Pao Yinanak Nipsiuma. My name is Aaron Okamason. I'm from the Beardies and Okamasas First Nation and Treaty 6 territory. And I'm a visitor here in Treaty 4. I've been living here for the past 5 years, and I've got to know some of the arts community, and that list keeps getting bigger, and I'm very grateful to be here to be celebrating that community building with other artists as well. And yeah, there anything else? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bongani Musa. I was born in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, and grew up in South Africa. I have ancestry in Malawi, which is a place I've never been. I don't know what my gift is yet. I guess I'm still searching for that. Yeah.
Hello, so my name is Aisha Mohsin, and I'm a Pakistani Canadian. Where I'm from, that's quite a deep question, because we belong to the Pakistani Muhajir community, which in Arabic means the immigrant. So even within Pakistan, we are known as the immigrants. My ancestors have traveled from Arab to Iran to Lebanon to Turkey, and finally then settled in Pakistan. Before that, they were in India. And my grandparents were born in Ajmer, India, Rajasthan. And I was born in Pakistan. I've been here for almost 10 years now. And my gift would be, I would say, constant traveling, absorbing other cultures, languages, and learning as well.
I'll take that. Okay, and Mustafa?
Hi, I'm Mustafa Al-Habsi, and I'm originally from Syria, and I moved to Canada 4 years ago. And my gift, well, in Syria, when I was growing up, I didn't do any acting or anything like that. I always was a wannabe actor, and I always saw movies and actors and plays, and that was a dream of mine I always wanted to do. I didn't know I could do that. I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing about how to be an actor. I didn't know how to read. And then I came to Canada and was wondering what I was going to do for school, etc. And school was challenging for me. And what I found in school was theater, and they had the Deaf Crows collective, and I got into that and never looked back. I've been involved with a lot of different plays with the Deaf Crows here in Regina, and acting is my gift.
Thank you, Mustafa. My name is Rania, and I am from lots of places. My dad is Palestinian, who was displaced and moved to Jordan, where I was born, and my mother is Russian, and I moved to Canada 11 years ago. And what my gift to the world, I think it's bringing people together. And because theater brings people together, I loved being on stage. I would get ill, not being able to, sometimes have a project to work on or something like that. So always being on the stage and bringing all these people together and tell them something that is dear to my heart. And today, just to answer where I'm from, today I'm from PD4. Just today, and I wish my dad was here. Thank you.
Thank you, Rania. So, I put the drum down somewhere. So I forgot to mention that the initial gift that I was exposed to was singing. So drum singing. That was the initial thing. I heard a lot of that. And I'm going to do a welcome song for all of us here that are here. So. I'll have to tell my music music publisher that I have to give her a cut from this performance. I got to keep that straight, you know. I mean, also in Canadian law, I like Canadian law. Part of that as well as Indigenous law. Mi wasen mi wasena saimina asaimina epetakotit dewa komagan ota oma ketaskino. Mi wasen asaimina asaimina epetakotit dewa komagan ota oma ketaskino. Normally we do it 4 times, but this is art as well as ceremony. So this is a flag song. So if you can sing along, Aaron, this is a flag song. And when you listen to it, yes.
I just wanted to say something. We have 2 permanent residents here in the right, I think, or Bengani and Mustafa, permanent residents. So this is very, I think, important for
great.
them to, I think Aisha and myself were already citizens, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
Exactly, thank you. You were going to do that, and I just trampled over that. So, so this is as close as you will get to being adopted into a land. The smudging is authentic. That's medicine from the land. The ribbons are, of course, from European traders. But with the act of smudging, we alter the state of those to become part of ceremony and become an offering. And those carry an energy. And when you take it home, you can actually put it by your bed, but put it above your head, or carry it with you in your vehicle, whoever. And it'll be our way of us saying, we're going to protect you, we're going to watch over you while you're here on this land, on our land. And we're going to make sure that everybody takes care of you while you're with us under our care. So that's what it's saying. So I really appreciate you participating in it. And we did it together. So by doing it together, you could probably do the same for me, for us from this territory. That means that we're opening the door for you. And when somebody opens the door for you, you go back into their territory, they'll open the door for you. So that's what it is. So this song is a little bit of a protest song. And it's basically saying that the prophecy was seen by someone in Nihio. And it came in the form of a colored flag, the British flag. So it came in that form. The words say exactly what the person saw. So it'll just say, okay, we know you're going to bring this flag here to this territory, and you're going to bring your queen over here, sacred chief woman. And it's going to give us this flag as a way to acknowledge the relationship between Indigenous and the English, back then, the English people. So if you didn't know that, this is why we're here. So everybody's part of that. So that's a way to say, we're going to sing a song to commemorate this relationship, this binding, this invitation, this relation, just getting to know each other. Hey, 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 way, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, way, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, oh. Que toque más que me coya que es que weon kaka que kawe pasta yo hey yo hey. I feel like I'm singing in a big sweat lodge. It's like, holy, it's this beautiful place to sing. It's just a great acoustics. So that's the, now distribute the ribbons to the people that are